So today's a special day to honor Dylan Elchin, and the mission of Legacies Alive is two-part, right? For our fallen heroes, to ensure their legacy always remains alive, which we do by honoring Dylan today with his post office rededication, and also honoring two Gold Star families we have with us. Nancy Hoffman, Gold Star mother of U.S. Navy Petty Officer Second Class Robbie Gilbertson, and Dee West, Gold Star mother of U.S. Army Captain Jason West. We provide a support mechanism, so the honor, ensuring that our fallen heroes' legacies never always remain alive. Through saying their names, going to events, building memorials, conducting physical challenges in their names, and keeping all of our families connected, and then providing unwavering support for our Gold Star families.
Dylan Elchin. He was born in Brighton Township on June 11, 1993. He attended Beaver Schools through grade 11, graduated from Hookstown High School in 2012, enlisted in the Air Force on August 7, 2012. Killed by an IED on November 27, 2018, while serving in Afghanistan. Now those are the facts, but who was he and what was God's plan for this freckle-faced, red-haired boy? During his 6 years in Boy Scouts, Dylan learned love of God and country. He also loved camping, hiking, and swimming. Dylan always looked for a challenge, a tree to climb, or a lake to swim across.
We come to memorialize the life and legacy of our own Staff Sergeant Dylan Elchin. As I consider the life that Dylan lived, I could not help but be reminded of the words found in Scripture, that greater love has no one than this, that someone lay down his life for his friends. Sergeant Elchin did just that throughout his career.
To Donna and all of Dylan's family, let me say we have deep gratitude for you for raising such an amazing and selfless young man. I'm truly honored to be here before you today to join in the celebration in recognition of an American hero.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for coming today so that we can dedicate this poster center in honor of Staff Sergeant Dylan Elchin, who selflessly sacrificed and served this great nation and gave his last full measure for his fellow soldiers, warriors, the United States, and the people of Afghanistan.
On behalf of Senator Toomey, I want to thank all of you for coming to celebrate this day. Staff Sergeant Dylan Elchin dedicated his life to serving this country, and this is a well-deserved honor. A native of Brighton Township, he had military aspirations early on, taking inspiration from his grandfather. After high school, he graduated, enlisted in the Air Force, and eventually was deployed to Afghanistan, where he served our country with honor and made the ultimate sacrifice for our great nation.
Senator Casey loves American history, and if he were here, he would share his thoughts about Dylan's remarkable contribution to America and to our history, beginning at a very young age. In doing so, he would inspire all of us to know a little bit more about our history and about our heroes. Dylan had been a Boy Scout and learned to honor our country and our flag early in his life. Ron shared that as a young 8th grader, in response to what happened on September 11th, almost exactly 20 years ago, young Dylan was so moved by what happened, he expressed that he wanted to protect the ones he loved. While many of us struggle to comprehend all that had taken place and understand what to do next, young Dylan Elchin sensed his moment in history.
Oh yeah, Staff Sergeant Elchin!
What I want to say about Dylan is this. When Dylan gave his life in 2018, he did it in a war that had been going on for 17 years by the time he was serving it. And he did it in one of the most elite and physically and mentally demanding types of jobs that we have in our entire military. And the easy thing for someone of Dylan's age and generation would have been to just take a pass and just to go on living their life, because the skill and professionalism of our military now is such that very few Americans need to ever serve in it for us all to be safe and enjoy day-to-day life around here. And so most people do take a pass. It's fewer than 1% of people that serve And even of that 1%, it's a tiny, tiny fraction that do a job like what Dylan signed up for and take all the risk and danger that comes along with that. And while Dylan is the one that made that choice, it is your family and this community that created him and that inspired him to make a choice like that and that raised him to be that kind of man. And so what I think you deserve to hear from all of us today, but particularly from someone who represents your national government, is that we would not be the country we want to be or the country that we say we are without families like yours who are willing to raise children like Dylan.
26 SDS! Victory or death! CCT! March